All right, fellas, and we're live back on the show. We're gonna cover today the dark truth about women, but not only just that, we're gonna show you guys an example with an after stream on the 305 podcast. All right, fellas, see you guys in a bit. The 10-time Snow Bunny Slayer, your boy Fresh Prince CEO's in the building. What's going on, chat? We're back. See, we did yesterday was fucking awesome stream, but back on another banger. Listen, fellas, it is Sunday. You know your boys usually outside, but we're here with you guys, giving you guys a game, and of course we're gonna cover today the truth about women in detail. Now, as you guys know, man, your boy's been working behind the scenes in the shadows, but now the darkness is still light. If you can see me, put a 1 in the chat. But yeah, we're here. Shout out to Bills for hooking me up. And yeah, guys, you know what it is? It's more like I just see so much shit going on, bro. And I've been quiet about the dating game for a while. I've been like, you know what? I'm gonna let this simmer down and see what happens. But bro, it's been bad, chat. It's been bad. Like, okay, we covered this for 5 years, of course, as you know, on the podcast. But the shit that you don't really see is the shit that really counts. And that's the shit that matters because that shit is not on stream. And I'm bringing it to you guys tonight. After this stream, I got a show with 2 girls. We're going to get into it in detail. It's going to be kind of dark, kind of a gray area, but you're going to understand a lot of things in this actual stream. But shout out to everyone in Discord for giving me some things to react to. If you guys want to get in Discord, a link will be down below. But you're going to have as well a part that says Fresh Reacts. Put your clips in there. I'll go through them and look at them live on air. But yeah, man, I'm glad to be back. Listen, I promise you, like, a lot of things that we covered on the show seem a bit morbid and black pill, so to speak. When you actually understand how things work, which we're going to cover today, like I said before, it's kind of scary because the inventions of AI and, you know, OnlyFans and this whole, like, sex robot type of stuff, it doesn't make sense for most people because I'll be honest with you guys, most guys are not going to get laid if they don't understand most of this stuff. Or they just gave up and said, fuck it, I'm over this shit, it's not worth it. And I don't blame you, bro. Like, bro, you know what it is when you finally get to that point where you can actually, like, you know, be comfortable, post some girls. You're like, all right, cool. Now I'm dating. They flake. They don't respect you. They treat you like you're a second-class citizen. You know what I'm saying? And then let's say you do go ahead and get married.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
And then it's over because when they divorce your ass, you're back to square one or on a couch somewhere wondering why she left you. And the reality is, fellas, like, you're only as good as your last attempt to make her feel good. What does that mean? That means that in this whole world, when women actually say they love you, you know, I made a video a couple years ago, and I was with this girl, you guys know Miranda, and I said the famous statement, she loves me for me. Obviously speaking, that went viral. It went insanely crazy. And people were like, oh my God, Fresh didn't just say that. He doesn't understand. Obviously, I was trolling, if you guys heard the context before on the last stream. But the point is that, like, when a girl says she loves you, it's more of a how she feels in the moment. And if you guys understand this 100%, you understand that, like, that feeling in the moment is definitely real to her, but only in that moment. So the moment you start doing what you need to do to make her feel happy, what happens is you end up becoming the subject of her rage, because the moment she's not happy anymore and she decides that, you know, this guy's not giving me what I want, things start to change in her mind. And when she feels a certain type of way about you, meaning that love is going away, or you start doing what you're doing at the very beginning, you become inconsistent, she turns a blind eye to the real you and says, oh, the guy I put in my head actually isn't real. And that means goodbye, divorce, breaking up, or moving on. So we'll cover some more of that today, but this is a video I want you guys to see, actually on my screen, that's really, really telling. We did the intro today as well with that same kind of thumbnail, but this is very telling because, bro, I saw this yesterday, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't watch it in detail, but I want you guys to watch it with me as we go through it. And here we go. One sec. Here we go. And guys, we just dropped a new vlog, man. This is when her baby daddy called in and exposed her live with Zerka. This was freaking insane, man.
Why would a 25-year-old come inside of a woman?
Maybe because the pussy's too good.
Like the video.
I just don't feel like she can sit here and say that she can be an influencer when she doesn't even know how to take care of her own child.
Oh.
Damn.
Stupid.
Yo, that was wild, bro. That was bad. That was bad. But yeah, guys, and this is for guys too that are a bit older, that are in the dating game, that wondering, what's going on, man? Like, it's changed so much. Yeah, it's changed way too much. And if you're new to the dating game or trying to get back into it, fellas, it's gonna be tough, man. But this is a video I want you guys to see. Her dark truth. Carl Jung's shocking dark truth about some women men must know. I love how they put some women, because I'll be honest with you guys, man, this is a vast majority, if not all. Just saying. But let's play real quick. And as you can see here, depicted here is a woman, legs spread, eagle wide, with some men's faces, and different ones to be exact. So, very telling. Let's get into it.
It always starts the same way. She looks at you, not as you are, but as who she imagines you might become. You feel it in her eyes, don't you? That flicker of hope. Or is it hunger? You think you're being seen, but you're not. You're being measured, assessed, scanned like a blank canvas waiting for her to paint her masterpiece. But the masterpiece isn't you. It never was. And Carl Jung, he warned you. Not with the soft words of a motivational speaker. No. With the sharp surgical precision of a man who spent his life staring into the psychological abyss of the human soul. Jung's entire life was...
It won't cover all this. I just want you guys to see a part of it. That was very telling, because even back then, this guy spoke about this in his writings. And it's crazy because way back then, women were the exact same way. When people say, oh, women have changed so much and they're now hoes. I mean, bro, they were pretty much majority all hoes, bro. Just, you didn't see it in real time because maybe you were in those times or you weren't actually like a part of that society. But I mean, prostitution was always a big thing, bro, back in the day. So nothing really changed.
Devoted to mapping what he called the unconscious, the part of the human mind that operates silently beneath your awareness. And he discovered something terrifying about women. He discovered that they don't just fall in love with men. They fall in love with the idea of men, with the fantasy, with the projection, and the scariest part. Most of them don't even realize they're doing it. You might think she's choosing you, but what she's actually choosing is the version of you she's created in her own mind. So
this is why, you ever wonder why guys that will have like pretty much like not much going on can flex a certain lifestyle, can kind of like just pretend to be that guy, and girls will be like, oh my God, like I love him so much. You're like, this nigga not worth shit. Why she like him? Well, he's created an image of himself where she is seeing that image of him and says, oh, I love this guy. So when I mentioned the statement, she loves me for me, it's the person that I became in that moment. You get what I'm saying? So, like, for example, there's posts where people will have, like, and they'll say, oh, this girl said she loved me. And I'm like, okay, are you saying that she loves you or the person you are today? Because, I guarantee you, the person you were before she met you maybe wasn't the person that she wanted to be with. So what I'm saying is, in essence here, if a woman says she loves you in that moment, she loves the person that you are right now. If you change like, let's say you change, like, for example, maybe you stop paying certain bills, or you stop like taking her out on certain dates, and she's used to that lifestyle treatment, she's gonna be like, oh, he doesn't love me anymore. Things have changed. So what he's saying is, women become in love with the person, the idea of the person that they deem you to be. So so this is why women say, oh, you're inconsistent. Well, you see, I just want to do something different. But they take it as, oh, wait, he's switching up. Oh, no, he's about to leave me. And that's when they start getting into their head and they say, oh, shit, like, I gotta go. And that's when they go find another guy to talk to for emotional support, like an animal. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you? But that's the reality. And if you guys don't believe me, trust when I tell you, like, it's all conditional. Unless you're their kid, or maybe their dog that's screwed for life because they can't get away. I mean, you're cooked. And this is why, like, people say, oh, keep the frame. Yeah, frame is good to have because you need that no matter what. But if you stop doing what you're doing, bro, you're cooked, bro. I'm telling you. So if you start some way with a chick, bro, you got to finish that same way. And that means all those good morning, babe, text in the morning, oh, I miss you, love you. When that shit starts to slow down, you start to say, oh, bro, I got post-nut clarity, nigga. I've been in there already. I'm good to go. I killed the snow bunnies. It's like, who is this guy? He's changed. So keep that in mind, man. But this has been going back for centuries, fellas. This is not just now. I mean, you guys have seen and heard of when people were raided by different warring countries, and then the winners came in and took the women. You know what happened? They were definitely wet for these niggas, bro. So, you know what I'm saying?
A psychological puppet who exists to play a role in her private movie. And when you stop fitting the script, she changes the actor, not the story. Jung called this projection the animus, the inner masculine image that lives inside every woman. And when that animus is immature, undeveloped, or unchecked, it becomes a tyrant. It becomes the unseen force that makes women chase dangerous men and reject good ones. It makes them argue without reason, dominate without wisdom, and moralize without accountability. Jung didn't sugarcoat this. He described it as
Imagine an old white dude sitting there like, I've mastered the game of the red pill. I've mastered the game of women. I understand them totally. And niggas are like, why'd you break my heart? He's giving y'all the game, man. Back then. Yo, we weren't alive back then, bro. Obviously, you know we're in the game now. And this is the thing about most dating coaches, bro. People that are in this space. They're not in the game. They're old, married, out the business. And listen, some of them have some wisdom, of course. But I'm saying, unless you're in the game, like for example, Coach Greg is in the game. Myron's in the game. I'm in the game, right? People like that. Because we are living it, giving you guys the real deal and receipts. Because obviously this is the theory behind it. And we make it real for you guys with the girls coming on the show. And of course, give you guys the secrets and the sauce behind the scenes. So that means that like right now, fellas, you got the upper hand in this fucking dating game. But keep in mind, you got to apply it, bro. If you don't apply it, then this is pointless. So, and we're going to cover today the video I mentioned for you guys before with the Freemasons. So, because this is all a psychological, spiritual warfare, guys, that's happening. And when they say, oh, it's men versus women, it's not, bro. It's not. You shouldn't hate women. You shouldn't hate men if you're a woman as well. You should hate the spirits that are guiding these people and lead you astray, because that's what's happening, man. If you guys don't understand that shit, it's over your head, I get it. But for the ones that are aware, have a higher level IQ, have common sense gang in the building, you understand what's happening in the real world.
as a spiritual possession, a state where the woman herself becomes unaware that she's no longer acting from her own consciousness, but from the shadowy grip of her inner masculine fantasy. And men? You fall for it because nobody taught you to spot it. You confuse being desired with being known. You mistake being chosen with being understood. You believe her words when she says you're different, when in reality, you're just the latest face she's cast to fulfill a role she's been rehearsing since she was a child.
Let me tell you all the actual truth of it, right? You know what's wild? You meet a girl, and you're like, all right, this one's pure, bro. I like this one, right? I'm gonna put in the work, things are going well. And you can only imagine, right, that like you're like, oh, okay. Out of the guy she's talking to, I'm the best one. Kind of find out you're number 5 on the list, but because of your recent efforts, your recent endeavors, you've hit spot number 1 for now. Things happen, you know. Maybe you don't come across as manly as you should. Maybe you kind of, you know, rock the boat and you kind of like do some shit that's kind of weird to her. So now you're number 2, number 3. And then you're like, oh shit, man, I'm doing good. She's seeing me more often. And then you notice that like she starts flaking on you. Things slow down. You're like, wait, what did I do? It's all because the person that she met in the beginning might have fit the mold, but if you're pretending to be somebody that you're not, at some point she's gonna be like, yo, I'm out of here. And that just means that like the person that she thought that you were, you change. And it happens to all of us, bro. Like just be honest, bro. You meet a chick, you go all out. You know what I'm saying? Like you wear your best jacket, your best fit. You smell good. You put on that ombre. Feel me from Louis Vuitton, shout out to Calvin. Put that shit on. You smelling good. You feeling good. And then you just you stop showering, bro, or you stop like telling her, saying good morning, babe. That's what you got to start simple and chill, bro. Like, listen, I used to do a lot too, bro. I used to like pull up in the whip, all that shit, bro. We're gonna go for a walk right now. Go for a walk. Go to a chill food spot, and we're just gonna vibe because that's what I can maintain. All this like flashy shit, bro, that you guys do sometimes, shit I did in the past, bro. For what, bro? At the end of the day, if she likes you, bro, she likes the vibe that you got going on, and you meet her how you are. That's all that matters. But again, this is typical because she'll have a lot of guys on the roster, and you're just another one that's been in the mold. So,
and when the fantasy collapses, when the mask slips, you're left confused, betrayed, and humiliated, wondering what you did wrong. But you didn't do anything wrong. You just stopped being a convincing actor in someone else's play.
Facts.
Jung warned that the only way out of this psychological theatre is through what he called individuation, the lifelong process of becoming whole within yourself. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most men never start that journey. You've been trained to chase approval, to seek validation, to let women define your worth. And as long as you do, you'll keep playing the same role over and over again, getting replaced every time the audience gets bored. Individuation isn't glamorous. It's brutal. It requires you to confront the parts of yourself you've buried, the weak, the insecure, the broken. It demands that you stop blaming women for not seeing you and start seeing yourself. Because here's what Jung knew that most men will never understand. You don't become a man by being chosen. You become a man by choosing yourself. You don't earn your worth through her affection. You earn it by standing alone, fully awake, fully responsible, fully...
So that's the thing, right? Like, imagine you got like everything in place. You go ahead and you do the right things, and you marry the girl, right? Things are good. And then the moment that she sees that you're not up to par, she could just say, all right, well, I'm out. And this problem with actual marriage nowadays is that, like, you could end up doing all the right things, and then she just decides that she's bored, or, you know, you're no longer the guy that she wants to be with, and then you end up becoming a relic of the past, because now she's like, well, you know what, I can just dip out because I put my time in. I could just leave and then move forward, and, you know, this why, like, okay, I used to get a lot of hate for selling the dream, and I don't think niggas really understood what I was doing. I was kind of like just like being the guy I needed to be to get like what I want to dip. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, like, you know, back then it was kind of like, all right, cool. I know what it is. I know what the game is. I'm just going to use it to my advantage. And at the same time, they had a good time, good, cool experience. So it wasn't a bad thing, but I mean, I was never going to be that guy for them, you know? So it's a reality because, again, this is the thing with marriage, bro. Like, you become locked into a actual, like, relationship with somebody, and you're married to somebody, now you're on the hook. Bro, if you don't upkeep that exact same lifestyle or that exact same, like, acts of service where you were doing things before, and obviously some guys please the girl bend over backwards, then you become like, yo, a slave, because now if you fuck up, bro, she's gonna leave, and once she leaves you, bro, you're cooked. So again, this is why, like, when you get into a marriage with somebody, it's too fast, too soon. I mean, not good, bro.
Alive. A man who has faced his own unconscious cannot be seduced by projection. He is no longer a puppet in someone else's fantasy.
We'll do 2 more minutes and then we'll move on. Don't worry.
He is the author of his own reality. Jung observed that the greatest tragedy of modern men is not that they are rejected, but that they are willing to mold themselves into whatever shape they believe will be accepted. You call it compromise, you call it partnership, you call it love, but Jung had a different name for it: self-betrayal. He warned that men who ignore their own psychic development become slaves to the feminine projection, bending themselves like wet clay into the shapes demanded by women who don't even know their own true desires. You stop being men, and you start being masks, smiling, nodding, agreeing, performing, until you forget who you were before you put the mask on. And women? They sense this. Oh, they sense it more than you could possibly imagine. The very thing...
I just find it crazy that this is the older type, like, literature that was written way back, and even they knew back then this information, but it's been buried down below in the chambers where most of us never knew or never thought about, because obviously speaking, everyone that has the authority for entertainment and the news and also, you know, the airwaves, they push what gender they want to push. So, I mean, now we know the secret's out, and obviously speaking, if you guys knew from before, awesome, you watch our show, but most guys don't know.
You think will make her love you, obedience, predictability, availability, becomes the very reason she loses attraction. Why? Because the feminine instinct, Jung taught, isn't drawn to comfort. It's drawn to mystery, to risk, to the man she cannot fully define or control. The moment you make yourself fully known, without boundaries, without a backbone, you don't become more lovable. You become invisible, disposable, replaceable. And yet, here's the paradox that keeps most men enslaved. You fear being alone more than you fear being fake. You'd rather lose yourself than lose her. You'd rather live in a role than face the terror of standing without applause. But Jung taught that until a man embraces that solitude, he will never be free. He wrote that individuation is a path not for the
So what he's saying with individuation, it means when you actually are happy, going ahead and understand that you're happy being alone. The problem is that like a lot of guys are not happy being alone. So they're like, okay, I need a girl in my life. They'll go get a girl, and then they get stuck in this cycle of like, oh shit, I gotta please her. I gotta make sure she's happy because if she's not happy, she's gonna leave. And Jason Bernardino, Justin Wayne. Yeah, I remember that guy. I used to do like pickup videos. No, if I'm correct. But yeah, yeah, it's kind of like when you become that guy, and they see you like that. It's almost like if like they lose all respect for you because now you're bending over backwards for her. In reality, if you're an individual that's actually happy with themselves and being alone, you meet somebody and they don't rise up to your standards, we're like, okay, I worked on myself, I've made my money, I've become who I need to become, and I'm stable being alone. I can just say no. Listen, this is not what I want to deal with. You're acting like a kid, or vice versa for a girl. You're not being mature, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave because this is not what I want. Or if you don't fix it, deuces. This is where like you gotta be happy being alone, guys. You know what I would do? I really go to restaurants by myself, just me and Hero sometimes. Just go eat there, enjoy the experience. I go to movies by myself. I want to see a movie, either put it on or go to a movie theater, go watch it by myself. Not because I'm weird, but because like, quite frankly, bro, I like being alone. And when I'm alone, I can think of, okay, cool, this is a cool spot I can come to and vibe. Or if I bring a chick, I know where to go, who to talk to, who the manager. Good experience. But when it's always like, oh, bro, I need to go with me. Like, you don't ever get to do it by yourself and understand who you really are. So that's the issue where, like, if you even get a girl, then that's the point. But, like, what I'm saying is doing it by yourself is important. So you got to have that individuality and have that, like, okay, I'm okay with being alone because I'll be honest with you guys, bro. For the most part, you're alone in this world no matter who you have. Even a girlfriend, wife, you're alone. It's sad, but it's reality. And you're going to die alone, too, so.
faint-hearted, because it requires you to die before you die, to let the false versions of yourself burn so that something real can finally emerge. But let me tell you something that nobody wants to say out loud. Individuation is lonely, terrifyingly lonely. Because as you walk that path, you begin to see things you cannot unsee. You begin to recognize the games people play, the masks they wear, the lies they tell themselves just to feel safe. And when you try to share what you see, they mock you. They call you cold, arrogant, too serious. They accuse you of being the problem. But you're not the problem. You're the mirror. And people hate the mirror when it shows them something they don't want to face. Jung knew this well. He spent decades studying patients who were terrified to confront their own shadow, the dark, rejected parts of their psyche they refused to acknowledge. And women, Jung warned, are often raised in cultures that reward them for avoiding that confrontation.
Like America, they can do whatever they want to do. There's no repercussions pretty much, and you're left holding the bag and being the one that's going to be sorry. So listen, man, that's the dark truth about women, where most men don't understand, is that you're only as good as your last gesture, your last act of service, your last, actions, because that means you are not following her what she thinks that you are, which means if you come to her a certain way, you got to be that way the entire time. Because if you're not, and even then, you know the weird part, you could do everything right. Even then, it's cut because it's just how they feel in the moment. So when they say I love you, that's for right now. All right, we got some more videos here to react to. We'll leave that one for now. This one had me dying, bro. So I met Mara a couple times outside. He's pretty cool, but this one had me like dead, bro. So R&B singer Mara says after his debut single, Just a Friend, dropped, Jay-Z offered him an opportunity to perform at Madison Square Garden. Mara turned it down because he was hanging with a new lady friend. He says it was one of the dumbest decisions he had made as a kid. So imagine, bro, you got literally Jay-Z offering you a opportunity to perform one of your hit songs in front of a massive crowd. And because you're with a girl, you curve this opportunity? Bro, I mean, listen, he's not doing bad, by the way, but that would have been a huge hit for his audience and engagement, because he would have got way more reach, right? So to me, it's like, man, that's bad. But here we go.
Around the time Just a Friend came out, Jay had like 2 shows in Madison Square Garden.
We say Jay, you talking about
Jay-Z.
Okay, yes.
And he wanted me to come out on his set and would meet me and all that, and child, whatever. And at the time, I was dating this girl in Jersey. And the night that they wanted me to come out, I had already had plans for her.
Was that icy? That just passed by? No, I'm just kidding.
So at the time, my manager hit me like, "Yo, look, you gotta put this shit on. Jay wants you to come out." Ooh. I was like, I can't.
Wait, is this Madison Square Garden?
Bro, this Madison Square Garden, bro. Mind you, Just a Friend is out. It's moving.
And it's moving. It's lit.
But I just came from promo too.
Right.
So, I'm in some, Dominican, Puerto Rican vibes type shit. Washington Heights energy.
Yeah. That's Dominican.
But in Jersey, though.
Okay, Jersey.
No, it's just Dominican and Puerto Rican.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a crazy mix. Dominican and Puerto Rican, that's an insane mix, bro. I don't know about you guys, but like, that is crazy on crazy. And they might have kids with you? Oh, hell no, bro.
Hey, this makes noise.
I know.
My fault. I just confused.
I'm not confused at all.
Let me help you out.
Nah, you good. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay.
But like, so yeah, and I passed up on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was I don't know if Jay took that some type of way, but I was young. I was young, just young, bro. I was young, having fun. Yeah, and certain things, but like, I don't know how. I never got an invite.
That might be it.
Nah, I don't know. That's it.
You know what's funny? We have Revolt talking to at some point for a deal. Man, bruh. It didn't work out though, but that would have been crazy. Imagine working with Revolt, fresh and fit.
I think that's just timing. But yeah. Nah, that was one.
But yeah, I mean, listen, we've all been there, bro, where like we want something for a girl. Well, some of us have been. And it's kind of like that in itself just shows how much women have power over men. And you will say, oh, bro, that's not me, whatever. But, dude, even a guy like this can get pretty much any girl he wants to, curve the opportunity like that to go on a date. I mean, it just happens, bro. But once you wake up and you understand that you got to be the man at all times for yourself and you got shit going on, you'll be good to go. All right. This one was sent in by a supporter on Discord. Why women prefer betas. Here we go.
It turns out that women don't actually like ripped dudes, and I'm going to explain to you why. My name is Dr. K, and I'm a Harvard-trained psychiatrist. So I stumbled into this Twitter thread, which shows a before and after picture of someone who went through a 12-week fitness transformation. And what's more interesting than that is there's a guy named William Costello who posted this poll, and he basically asks people, do you think he looks better before or after? And are you male or female? And this is what's really fascinating, is if you look at the way that the poll is broken down, basically men think that this guy looks better than this guy, but women actually prefer this dude to this dude. This discrepancy between men and women's appearances is interesting enough, but I thought...
All right, can I be honest here? I get what he's saying here about what women say they prefer, but just keeping it real with you guys, though. When they say these two body types here, pause, what they're really saying is how she feels with the person in the moment. You understand? So it's kind of like, yeah, they may choose this guy on the left, but it's just how she feels, how she's treated, how she's engaged with in the moment. So they can say whatever they want, but when they actually meet the person, that's going to determine what happens. So at the end of the day, this is going to be kind of a moot point, but we'll continue.
Choose the in-shape guy all day, every day. They likely won't even notice the dad bod. The psychological aspect is initial judgment versus emotional judgment. So this person sort of starts to say like, okay, like women are incorrect. Like this wouldn't actually happen. Women aren't choosing the ripped guy. And then this is where like someone else says, really? The guy on the left looks feminine. Carrying extra fat to that extent is a feminine characteristic. Guess I'm going to stay ugly. Okay. So I'm assuming that this is another ripped dude. So this is like really common. I see this on the internet a lot where like men believe.
What do you guys think? Would they choose the guy on the left or the guy on the right?
That women are attracted to something, and women are, when polled, they will say, okay, we're actually attracted to something else. So let's try to understand from a psychological perspective why this is. Why is it that male perception of male...
the hell?
Attractiveness appears to be so different from female perception of male attractiveness. So let's start with some basic evolutionary biology, okay? So we're going to take a look at how mate selection actually happens in different species. And this is where the concept of the alpha male comes from. So if we look at like lions, for example, what happens is...
Yo, I'm just tired of hearing this shit alpha male, bro. Like, all right, bro, we get it. We use the terms just to describe certain like types of people, but like, bro, man, when it comes to actually dating, bro, you don't go with a girl and say, oh, I'm an alpha male. If you do, that's kind of weird. Like, it's very weird. You gotta understand, like, that's just a term to describe certain people. Like, this whole thing, I'm an alpha male, bro. That's cringe, bro. You gotta be like legit. You gotta be legit and just level up for yourself. Because I'll say this, guys, right now, like, okay, body types are important for sure, but it's not the end all be all. Because the guys out there with, bro, terrible body types, they're getting laid. Now, if that's your main goal, then obviously there's different things you can work on, like status and clout. Status is very important. But once you're stable, bro, you got your shit on point, and you're not like a brokey, bro, I guarantee you, bro, you can pull. This is going into detail, but like, yeah, we'll watch it.
Males will compete with each other. They will develop an internal hierarchy within men. There's no female selection involved here. 2 or 3 male lions will fight it out, and based on intra-male competition, one male will rise to the top. Once one male rises to the top, basically the males have decided amongst themselves who gets to mate with the female lions, and then the female lions will sort of...
Yo, this nigga, bro, I see what he did here. You two can be an alpha lion like me. Buy my course to learn how this is funny, bro. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. I see what he's doing here. You know those like what's that guy's name? King Azulu, whatever. You guys seen those videos, bro? Where he'll be like, oh, bro, by my program you can become a man. King Azulu, is that what his name? Zule? Yeah, they're roasting Bubba, Greg Doucette. Yeah, I don't know, like, this is kind of cringe. Even John Bravo roasted this nigga, bro. And I'm like, oh, bro. Like, they've been doing way too much, bro. You guys seen this shit? Apparently he was accused of attacking a 15-year-old. What? I mean, we could react to it too if you guys want. I'll put it up here, but...
Asshole, right? But if there's one thing...
This fucking asshole. What the fuck, man? We'll continue.
Basically internal male competition. So this is a situation where, like, if these two dudes fought it out and this guy won, maybe he is now the alpha male, has access to the pride of lionesses, and therefore he gets to mate. Now, this is really common in many species and many mammalian species, things like that.
You know what kind of shocked me at the beginning of doing the show? Is that a lot of guys that had, like, muscle, that were 6 foot tall, in shape, couldn't get girls. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, you got trouble with girls, bro? Like, what's going on, nigga? I'm like, what, 5'11", 5'10"? Like, I'm doing pretty okay. You got trouble with girls? And honestly, it's just a mindset. It's kind of like, you see somebody's looks, you're like, okay, they pull bitches. But not always, bro. Sometimes it's like they're stuck in their head like, oh, I'm nervous, I'm going to cramp up. And it's just like they don't know how to react in certain scenarios. Or the short guy that has, like, mentality, I'm confident, I could bag her, I can go into this situation and win, and then they win, bro. So it's just the mentality of the person going into it as well. That plays a major part.
But the important thing to understand here is that this is intra-male competition. Basically, the dudes fight it out, one male rises to the top, and then the women will select basically what the males have already selected. And I think this is oftentimes the way that men see things, right? So we view things as intra-male competition. If I like a girl, I have to beat another guy in order to get the girl to like me. That's the way that we think. Unfortunately, human beings, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, human beings are a little bit different. So
bro, this nigga, bro. This is where, like, okay, it is competition because we're all in the same place. For the most part, right? Either you're in a certain city, certain state, country, and there's a girl that's attractive to everybody in that space. So the thing is, like, you're competing with guys on Instagram, guys in your city, guys all over the world because, again, social media has made it where access is abundant. So when he says, oh, there's not competition, bro, you're competing. Like, dude, like, if there's a hot chick in the room, we're all competing. You know, she's gonna go for the top dog. who she thinks is that guy, versus sitting there, oh, we're not competing. Bro, we are. We are competing. So we got a chat here from our boy. Let's see here. 1 second. Jink. Let's see what he says here. Jink14 says, Fresh, do you think the choice is based on who they think they can lock down or who will take them seriously? So that's a very good question, bro. So usually, right, what happens is a girl will be like, okay, this guy I'm talking to is attractive. He's good looking. He's what I want, but I know he just wants to fuck me, and that's it. And he gets a smash, and she knows that she'll get a call back, or maybe he won't take her serious. And she's like, all right, cool. I took that body. You know, I got a body on me, but it was worth it. Then she met a guy that says, yo, listen, I'm going to take care of you, and I mean this shit. She's like, okay, show me what you mean. Show me all the good things. And he loves bombs her, gives her what she needs to see and hear. And she'll actually say, you know what? Damn, he's putting effort in. I'm going to let him lock me down. But the basis is that he's taking care of her, right? So that's the basis of like, okay, he's showing with action that he wants to take me seriously. And I'm tired of being in the streets. So now I'm going to give him a shot and see what he does. And usually 9 out of 10 times he'll get her. But the problem is that like the guy she actually wanted was a guy that said, shit, one night and I'm out. So that's the issue sometimes where like getting everything in one person is the issue with us as Americans. Imagine you want a virgin that's never talked to a guy, never been around guys, that's waiting for you like for her entire life. And that's what you want. Versus a woman wants a guy that has 6 figures in an account or more, 6 foot, everything. And it's like, wait a minute, like, hold on. You want all this and you work at Target. Or you want all this and you got no job. Or you want all this, and yeah, you may be a 6, 7, 8, 9, not 10. And you're like, yo, bro, there's 10 of you over here. So I would argue both genders are delusional in some form or fashion because we want what we really can't have. And this is why, like, when people hate on me, bro, I'm like, dude, you have no idea. Like, the shit I've amassed for you guys to, information because, like, I brought together, like, and compiled everything in coaching calls, in the course, because I've seen it. I'm doing it. It's like, it's in your face, but if you're not in the space to really sit down and understand and, like, okay, observe, you won't understand it in totality, you know? Which is why when Circus said, we smash girls and they don't bring any values because, dude, they really don't. Like, imagine us, right? Like, obviously we're top of our game doing our stuff, like business, podcasting, YouTube, cool stuff. But we're meeting girls and it's like, all right, cool. She's hot. We smash. What next? I mean, there's thousands of you. So it's not more a matter of like, okay, if she's going to choose somebody for relationship, if you want to be that guy. Because you could be that guy if you want to be. But is she worth you being that guy? Like, I'd rather be the guy that's super selective and picky, and I can assess, okay, within a 2 to 3 month period, I can say, okay, I like this chick, I want to smash, or vice versa. And this is why when they think, oh, Fresh is gonna whip up the Asian girl. No, nigga, I'm having fun for a period of time and then I'm out. I'm not wifing nobody up. You feel me? That may change in the future for sure, but you guys will know for sure. I'm not gonna like do certain things or she won't be really on camera like that. So it's more like you have to decide where you want to end up. Do you want to be a guy that she's smashing, having a fun time with, or a guy that's taking her serious? But I would argue, bro, that if you kind of guys that's taking her serious, you got to vet her for at least a year. Vet her for at least a year, and then decide from there what you want to do. But ultimately, bro, most women are not worth it. Keeping it real with you. Most of them. She belongs to the street. And that's the reality, bro. That's a cool reality. We got here another one here. Shout out to you guys supporting. We have one sec. TPC Films. Shout out to you, brother. Hey, W Stream and Lighting. Yo, bro. They can see me, bro. Yo. Before, y'all couldn't see anything, bro. I mean, I was kind of dark, but not that dark. But now you can see me for sure. And shout out to TPC Films for making it happen, bro. Without him, I cannot be here today. You couldn't even see me, so WTPC Films. Dollar market for you. He says, you and Myron are real inspirations of how today's men should have their work ethics, WFNF. Yeah, bro. And I mean, I've been working behind the scenes too, and you guys don't really appreciate that, but like, without me doing this, the lights wouldn't be on, there wouldn't be funding for anything, and that to me is important. But now it's complete, I'm gonna be grinding like every day, stream for you guys, bro. We're gonna do the IRL streams. We're gonna do the videos with girls. We're gonna do the actual behind the scenes for locals and the vlogs as well. We just dropped one today, so tune in for that, man. We're going all in this year. We're taking over. We're back verified on Instagram, YouTube, and we're verified on Kick as well. So go check it out, guys, if you don't mind. Support your boy. In here, 1 sec. Here we go. We're back, fellas. Oh shit, that's a baddie right there. But yeah. Oh, guys, support me Kick as well. We're at 5 viewers right now, but we can get a little bit higher than that. And we should get subs soon as well on the Kick channel. So pretty dope. And then YouTube, obviously, we're Fresh Prince CEO. But yeah, man, I just think that, like, if you want to look at it from that standpoint, bro, just become the guy that you want to become. Because if you try to fit her mold, bro, it's gonna be an L. So where do you want to end up? You want to be a guy that she's smashing, or a guy to take it serious? But it's up to you, bro. Honestly. All right, we'll get back to it, bro. We'll get back to it. Here we go.
Human beings tend to be a lot more complex. So what we sort of know about human mating is that we're not simple lions and lionesses, right? We tend to be, generally speaking, the best data supports serial monogamists, where human beings, if you look at the history of humanity...
All right, bro, I had enough of this dweeb. Listen, bro, this is why men need real help, bro, because this issue, this video has what? 244K views on it, bro. 3 million sub channel. This issue, bro, like, this is when, like, you have niggas that are not in the game. I guarantee this nigga's probably married to a Jeep from somewhere else. They live in America now, and they think they know the dating game, bro. They don't know shit, bro. They don't know what's going on. Quite frankly, if you was to go back in the dating market, you get fucked over, bro. Like, just keeping it real. So, oh, man. But yeah, we'll exit this one for sure because, bro, this nigga is not it. We got Trevon Suki. Shout out to you, bro, all supporting. Show some love, Fresh. Keep up the grind, bro. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Carter FNF says, yo, Fresh, there's a good chance you'll get remonetized. You mentioned this last stream. All right, fellas. I can give you the real deal on what's happening. So I went to YouTube, California, 2 weekends ago. And we spoke about some things with the reps and, of course, people there. And reality is, our content is not the best safe for some channels. Now, the reality is, it comes at a price. It's been 2 years plus of us being demonetized. And, it's not easy finding funding. It's not easy getting things going for the show because, obviously, the money that was going from coming from YouTube was amazing. So, I'm working with them but the best I can. But something need to change. And until they change, nothing is working. So, listen, I'm going to do my part. I did my part. I did what I had to do for the team. They know what I've done. And now I'm going to be grinding because I understand what it is. So I'll leave that there as that. All right. Let's see this one here. This is Joe Rogan's podcast.
Jamie, this
horrifying new study finds that the COVID mRNA shots have now killed more than... Oh, boy. That's wild.
Study, VAERS adjusted data, and other derived from the MIT Florida Department of Health study findings that yield a conservative range of 470,000 to 600,000 American deaths from the COVID-19 mRNA shots.
That's it?
More than, well, just that alone. That's a lot of people.
You know what's crazy? Everyone that had to actually work their job in the medical field or certain professions has to go get that shot. And it's sad because, like, bro, like, oh, man. Oof, it's bad, bro. It's bad. It's bad. It's I thank God that we were blessed to be able to work around this stuff, but sometimes you're not, bro. So imagine now when they bring about AI fully into the system. There's cameras at every street. There's no cash dollars. There's only digital dollars. And you don't do what they say, bro, you're cooked. Like, I look at it from the standpoint of, okay, if we're going to skip the matrix and get out of this, where could I go? And maybe you can go to, like, a random country far away, but at some point, it's going to hit there too. It's more like you have to go into, like, the actual jungle itself and make a life. But even then, if you got a cell phone or a chip inside of you or any device, they can still find you. So it's kind of like, where do you escape to? And the only escape you have is spiritual, bro. This life is not what you think it is. It's a test. And in this life as a test, have to understand that like you're living in a plane of existence where you see flesh and blood, but there's other planes where the spirits, there's like actual spiritual beings where that's where your soul ends up eventually. So trying to survive is important for sure, but you gotta understand like this is the test. This is not everything, bro. And like I've had everything, guys. I've had cars. I stuck on girls. I've had hella girls. I've had like the best views, the best like party setups. I've had the best like. I've had the best everything, fellas. I've had everything. You know that book in the Bible King Solomon wrote, Ecclesiastes? I've had everything, and it's like under the sun, there's nothing that's like fulfilling other than being close to God. Because, bro, we're all gonna die at some point, bro. Whether you're rich, poor, successful, this is where you gotta understand like life is to be lived, not endured. You get me? But at the same time, understand it's gonna come to an end. So if you want to sit there and wallow in your despair, bro, you can. But you're better off working your ass off the best you can, creating financial freedom for yourself and your family, and living debt free so you can enjoy life before we pass away. Because, bro, tomorrow's not promised, man. And if you think it's gonna be promised to you, like you can see these people took the shot and passed away. Like, bro, like you never know. It could be something random. It could be cancer. It could be you just never know. So this is where you gotta use common sense and say, okay, common sense tells me I have a limited amount of time on earth. I need to succeed in best I can, whether it's at your job, at your career path, at your business. And no one cares if you fail. Like if you fail, you're gonna laugh and say, "Ha, he failed," whatever. But if you win, then they start hating on you. But it's all good because you made it out. You made a way for yourself and your family that no one else could. And at the end of the day, guys, it's only you, bro. Like your friends, obviously they have your back sometimes. Your family too, but it's only you. If you fuck up, nigga, it's over. You know how many guys come to Miami and they'll have like a couple months of like bliss and like they're the man popping balls in the club. I just sit there and I watch them over a period of time, and then they disappear into the wind. I'm like, where'd they go? Either they fell off, they lost their money, or they didn't understand how to properly live the Miami lifestyle. So this is where you got to use common sense and say, okay, if I'm going to make it in this life, I need a plan of action. You guys saw my goal board. One sec. Right? I have like every couple months I change the actual like goals on it. That's why I always get. So for example, I'll never forget this. I was stuck at a point where I was talking with AMS, right? I was like, bro, I feel like I've hit like a ceiling. You know, I live the life that I want. I've had like so many things where, you know, I feel like I've completed life the mission, you know? And I was like, other than being a hedonistic asshole, what do I do? And he was like, bro, get back on your purpose, bro. Where's your goals? I was like, damn, you're right. I hit all my goals. Retired my mom, bought all my dream cars, lived in a penthouse suite for full fucking 3-4 years. I did everything I wanted to do. Now I'm traveling more often, making new experiences, meeting new people, trying to bring them to the show as well. It's like, that to me is a lot more fun, but then it's still like, okay, I did all these things, but like, what does it even mean spiritually, like mentally, like physically? And he's like, bro, get back on your goals. Don't stop. Write new goals down, and I guarantee you're going to be happier. Dude, the moment I got back to writing my goals down again, because obviously, all your goals, you're like, okay, I completed the mission. Hit all my goals. I feel great. But I got back to writing my goals down again. Happy as hell. Kind of have purpose behind it. You get what I'm saying? So my lesson there is that like you need to set bigger goals. And this is where, you know, me and Myron win because Myron's all setting new goals as well. He wants to kill it on Kick, Rumble, and get YouTube back. And that's his goals. And I agree. Very good goals. You know, he's grinding every day. And it's inspiring. And you should too, because at the end of the day, fellas, you could watch this all day, but if you don't apply it to your life, what's the point? You know, this is more like we're giving you guys some sauce here there where your parents should have given it to you or your brother or sister or family members, and you didn't get it. But now you're getting it for free, basically, from us. So use it to your advantage, bro. Whether you like me or not, or you like Myron or not, it doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you take it for what it is and apply it, and you win, W. So, you know, it's more of a understand where you're at and plan accordingly, because life is not forever. It's given to us, but can be taken away at any moment. So there you go. We got another one here from TPC Films. Shout out to you, brother. I got some ideas to revamp your solo stream room. Bro, I'm all ears, bro. I'm all ears. I like the colors and shit like that, but like, bro, we could do better. To the next level. Whenever you're sorry, this is kind of long here. Okay, here we go. Whenever you're ready, brother, just send me a text and we'll speak more on it. But in due time, of course. Also, how to sign up to the community, because the value you bring is second to none. W Fresh. I didn't build it yet. I'm waiting. So this is what I want to do, right, guys? I'm gonna give you guys some real sauce for a couple of weeks, and then the moment that I think is ready and it's time, we'll drop the link for the actual community as well. Because I want to do meetups here, just for you guys specifically. And I'm gonna show, because the thing is, I don't show a lot of camera because I just feel like it's not like necessary. But when you're here with me, all my guys in Studio Network knows, all the guys that come here in Miami know that I got shit on lock. And it's because I put the work in. I made the connections. If I need something done, this is why a lot of streamers call me for help. Oh, Fresh, I need this and that done. Call me. Done. Oh, this and that, I need deal. Done. Because I've made myself that person where I'm irreplaceable. I can't be replaced. Oh, Fresh, bro, I could do a better job than you. Trust me, bro, you can't do shit. The shit I do, bro, you can never do, bro. You're a bum to me. Just keeping it real with you. But respectfully, I don't talk about it on the show because, quite frankly, what's the point? But in the community, you guys will see a lot going on there as well. And you'll see as well how to win, because it's not about who you are most of the time. It's about who you know. And that's important no matter where you go. It's when people say, oh, networking is gay. I guarantee you weren't saying that when you need connections. We need help. You weren't saying that when you need deals done. You weren't saying that. You were saying, oh, bro, networking is king. So it's just funny when people say shit like that because they know not what they say. I got you guys, man. All right. We'll continue this. We got sicker. Colin Rugg. News. Jeff Bezos, 61, and Lauren Sanchez, 55, officially get married. Oh boy. Spending an estimated $50 million on the wedding. The wedding took place at San Griot, Marjorie Island in northern Italy. An insider who spoke to the page 6 says Sanchez was wearing jewelry, which is worth in total estimated $20-30 million. Bruh, what?
It was at this moment he knew.
Bro, deep down he gotta know, bro. Deep down he gotta know he fucked up. He gotta know. Her engagement ring alone is estimated 20 carats, or about 2.5 million. God damn! Dude, for an engagement ring? Yo, what the fuck, bro? Nigga, this shit is crazy. Guess that the wedding included the Kardashian family, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, and many others. I remember when I was in Barbados and Tiger Woods got married. Everybody was up in awe. They were shocked. Oh my God, this is amazing. Tiger Woods is here. He's getting married. I was looking at it like, bro, this nigga. Because to me, right, like getting married means you've decided that, okay, officially, I'm letting the world know I can get fucked up financially. Officially, I'm saying, look at me. Woe's me. You want to see a motherfucker get fucked up? That's me right now. Because if I fuck up, bro, it's going to be cooked. And this is why, like, I was married back in the day. It was a great experience because I know for sure now, brother. But conventional means I ain't get married again. Maybe by the church. That makes more sense for me because, you know. But again, this is where you got to use common sense here. If this is an arrangement where you can lose half for everything that you've worked for, why would you do it? For love? Love is a feeling. It fades. It could be gone by tomorrow. Look, we did an example for Carl Jung's take on a woman, right? The Dark Truth. They'll have the love for you and say, I love you so much. It's funny. Tate did a video about this actually recently where a girl will be like, I love you so much. And he's like, all right, I understand this, but it's because of who I am today. Would you love me if I was, back in the past? Maybe not. So it's kind of like they love you in the moment right now. So this is where you got these common sense here, fellas. And listen, I'm not saying never get married. I'm just saying do it in a way where you're not liable to government. You get me? We're not liable to the people are at their mercy. You're not liable to her because you give her the power. Once you give her the power, you're cooked. So Richard Cooper says, imagine spending $50 million on a 55-year-old hoe in a white dress pretending to be pure. Yeah, bro. I mean, dude, that is on point, man. Comment real quick. All right, let me do it. Spelling correctly. Okay, there you go. But yeah, man, it's sad because, you know, if the homie just paid you half of that money, like, okay, you know what, bro, just give me 10 million, I'll give you some good advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, be way better, bro. But this is not kosher, bro. Oh, someone said any specifics on a prenuptial agreement that is surely signed. Yeah, bro. Hopefully they did, but who knows, bro? I'm sure that she did though. But this is why it is saying it's just your turn. Enjoy the experience is important. I enjoy the experience, fellas. If you guys didn't notice it, like for me, it's about the experience. I could care less about like what she wants to do, or I mean, obviously I care in a little bit, but like in the long term, it's more like, okay, for myself, am I gonna be happy with this? Am I gonna have fun? Cool. Is it safe? Is it like not like dangerous? Cool. Sometimes you know you risk a little bit, but like, fuck it. Now I'm more like cautiously, okay, is it even worth the squeeze? If not, brother, I'm good. But yeah, marriage itself is tough. All right, India Love says she quits OnlyFans even though she made millions due to judgment and negative perception it caused. So I got the video I could play, but I think it's copyright because of the guys over there. But she did say this on an actual interview. Bro, remember when I brought up on the stream that India Love was caught in a park with the game? Yo, dog. Like, okay, imagine you got a pass around hoe. Keeping it real with you fellas, man. Right? I'm not saying she's a bad person. I'm just saying she's a pass around hoe, right? And her claim to fame was getting fingered by the game. Because, yeah, game. Jeez. Bars. Bars, right? Anyhow, this is wild because, dude, look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, nigga. Hold on. You see? There we go.
India Love. And this was like 15 years ago. So how old are you? So this is where I seen you out India Love for. And this was like 15 years ago. So how old are you? That's the only thing I'm confused about. And how old is the game?
Yo!
She belongs to the streets. And I'm sitting here wondering, you look familiar. Where I seen you before?
This is your queen, bro?
I ain't gonna lie. That's fine shit, though.
Yo, this is your queen, bro?
But I gotta look at these age differences because this don't make no sense.
Listen, I'm all for having fun, smashing, doing your shit. But to sit there and say that she has turned a new leaf and she's worth wiping up is a fucking L, bro. Come on, man. Like, really, bro? Like, this is where, like, I'm like, bro, like, niggas will smash, keeping it real with you, but that's about it. So when she's like, oh, I need to find a man, I'm like, bro, what the? Okay, let me move forward. But yeah, bro, I just find it hard to believe that, like, this is where you want to end up. And this is why, even though I don't fuck with Halle, DDG's big mama, he can't get mad because he's bringing India Love around her kids, bro. Like, dude, that's like,
she belongs to the streets.
You imagine you're a parent and your significant other's bringing whores around your kid, bro. Like, it's not kosher, bro. I'm saying. So this is why I'm like, bro, I get it. That's gonna be a back and forth battle because, man. But again, have fun, bro. Do your shit, but this is not what you want to end up wifing, bro. Just know that. All right, Joey Swole. Here we go. I think the first 14 seconds is music, so we'll skip that part.
Entitlement has gotten out of hand. For you to get upset because there's...
All right. Okay. So she's in the gym. All right. Recording. Bro, she got no ass, nigga. Shit flat as hell. Pancake asshole.
Has gotten out of hand. For you to get upset because there's people simply in your video going about their workout without bothering you, minding their own business, is ridiculous. It gets to the point where you actually tell that man behind you to move because he's in your video. Really? I'm sorry, but unless your name is on that gym...
Yeah, we need Joey Swole on the podcast, man. That'd be lit. We get Joey Swole on the podcast, that'd be lit. I don't know if you come on, though.
Your filming is never a priority over other people. They pay the same gym membership that you do. If you can't film responsibly, if you can't respect other people in a shared space, you don't belong filming at all.
Oh, shit. Bomb drop. Benjamin Yahoo's in the building. He said O/OSS squad. WOSS squad. Trevon Suki. Yo, Fresh, where you been at these events? Are you the one of the few that see the writing on the wall? It's like these guys are walking into it like lambs to the slaughter. Yeah, bro. Dude. You know what it is? It's like when you're in these like rooms or like setups, you can see certain things if you're aware, and it's kind of like, it's sad because most of this shit is corporate, right? Corporate things that are going on in the background. There's a game being played, and if you don't play the game correctly, you're gonna lose. It's pretty apparent. And some people play the game correctly. They make $1 million a month plus. They do really well with sponsors. And obviously you don't want to sell your soul, but this game being played. So certain things you gotta move correctly. I'm gonna just leave that there because I don't want to get too in detail, but we'll cover it more on locals. There you go. But yeah, man. Yeah, Joey's on point, man. Yo, I'll be in the gym, Equinox gym. Bro, I hate Equinox gym, bro. Like, bro, yo, someone put me on, bro. I need to cancel that shit. He cancel that shit legally and ethically because, bro, I don't want that membership anymore. I like Boxer Gym way better. It's for like people that like myself, but Equinox gym is like you can't record certain things. If someone complains, they'll kick you out. It's like, bro, it's so like corporate, man. Like, bruh, that shit's trash, dog. Even LA Fitness is better than Equinox Gym. It's $270. It's a lot of money. So, oh man, that gym sucks, bro. Anyhow, let's continue.
Nah, double that shit. I ain't trust purple.
Yo, my guy, take this Galaxy gas or double it to the next motherfucker.
Galaxy what? Bro, that sound illegal.
Take it or we double up.
Nah, double that shit. I ain't trust purple shit.
Say less. 2 on the next one. Yo, shorty, 2 Galaxy gas or double it to the next person?
Nah, I'm trying to stay alive today.
So we going 4?
Double it. I like chaos.
Yo, gay ass boy, 4 Galaxy gas or we spin it to 8?
How much horsepower in that?
About a comet and a half.
Double it and send someone flying.
Yo, lil bro, 8 Galaxy gas or double it to the next person?
That looked like alien steroids.
Nah, this is Nebula drip.
Double it. I'm still in rehab. Yo, 16 Galaxy gas or double it to the next person?
Give me another burrito and I'll take it.
You know what's funny but scary at the same time? This is the new content. This is the new content, fellas. This is the new content. This is where people have the understanding of what's coming next. And if you're a creator, fellas, this is the impending doom coming to you. But if you got funding, nigga, you're good to go. W. But again, this is where you got to end up thinking, okay, this is AI, but it's actually pretty funny. But at the same time, it is no cost to make this video. Go figure.
Nah, bro, just space gas.
Double it then.
Yo, 32 Galaxy gas.
Whoa!
My dog got better lungs than me. So we double? Hell yeah. Let it rain. Yo, miss.
Y'all niggas saw that shit? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. That shit is trash, dog.
64 Galaxy gas you take?
Yo, okay, fellas, Discord, fellas, right? You gotta warn me before I play these videos, bro. Like, tell a nigga some gay shit in there, bro. Tell a nigga there's like, all right, some like posse man shit in there, so I can know what I'm getting into, bro. Cause that's wild, bro. Yo, sorry, chat. That was on. Hey, that's the nigga that put that shit in there, bro. Hey, Discord nigga, who put that shit in there? Call the nigga out, bro. That shit's whack, bro. That was not me. That was the Discord nigga, bro. Should I call him out? That was not me, man. What the fuck?
Taking it or should I double up?
My melons can't handle that much, sorry.
Damn, they're big as fuck. Double it.
Double it. Let me see somebody overdose.
128 Galaxy gas, you taking it or what, Granny?
Give me that shit. I got lungs made of iron.
Yo, Granny just turned into a fucking legend.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? Dude, that was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. But that's AI, fellas. That is AI. It's coming to a city near you, town near you, internet near you. Hope you're ready for it. I made a Zoom call with my fellows about preparing for what's happening next, and how we've got two choices, fellas. Right? This is the reality of it. Two choices. Either we actually start now, prepare for what's coming, or we sit and wait and ask for help from the government. One problem is, if you're at the mercy of the government, you're cooked. And this is like more personal, but I was at the conference for Bitcoin a couple weeks ago with Gary. Gary left, and I went to dinner with some people. And there was a billionaire there, a high person in crypto, famous, someone I didn't want to say was there too as well. And they were speaking about like what's coming next with the current cycle. And you know what's crazy? They knew a war was coming. They knew that back and forth Israel and Iran was coming. And I was like, whoa. Like, people have insider info that we don't have. And this is all a game being played here, fellas. This is not like, oh, coincidence, it just happened and there's a bomb going off there. No. This is all with purpose and intention. Which tells me that if you can get it on the right people and see what's coming, you can maneuver the correct way. So when we say, oh, guys, get in the crypto course, buy gold, buy these things because we know what's coming. And when you know what's coming, you can prepare. I got a bunch of gold right now, a bunch of crypto from Charlie Miguel, and I sold a lot of cars. Why? Because I know what's coming. And what's crazy is that, like, you know the 08 crash with the housing marketplace? People knew beforehand. They sold months before this happened because someone tipped them off what's happening. So when you do watch a free show like this, right, and we're telling you legit what's coming, and you're like, oh, bro, y'all trying to finesse us, bro, da-da-da. Dude, every cycle we tell you guys in crypto at certain points or do certain things, you're like, oh, bro, this is a scam. Well, as far as I know, everybody that joined those courses or joined those setups or joined those plays made money. And they're happy as fuck right now. Some of them are retiring from their jobs. Some of them are buying properties. And they trusted the process. Now, mind you, of course, if someone's capping, we call them out. But we've been honest with you guys from the very beginning. And at that dinner, bro, they spoke about what's coming next with AI. And it's going to be, they're estimating by 2030, they're going to have integration into most companies of a full AI structure, which means massive layoffs. And I mentioned this before on the podcast. So they've already laid off 180,000 people in tech, which is a huge number. Actually, let me check right now what the number is. How many layoffs? How many layoffs in tech this year? Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Let's see this year. Okay, so this is a small number than I saw before, but they estimated a little bit more. Here we go. So imagine this, right? Tech is one of those concrete, related, foundational career paths. Tech is pretty much like in every corner now. But according to data compiled by Layoffs FYI, 147 tech companies have laid off 63,000 workers in 25 so far. I mean, it's a little bit more than that, but like this is what they're estimating, and then 127 tech jobs will be lost. But obviously, there's more that they're not estimating here, but which means that like they're gonna have a lot of things going on where if you are not prepared for what's happening, you're cooked, bro. And how do you prepare? Well, I was told 3 things you can do. Which is what I was told from that setup. Basically, you can assume this position and just take it up there and just waste away until the government says we'll save you. Or you can actually plan to use AI to your advantage. Apply AI yourself, because AI is neither good or bad. AI is what it is, and it ends up with the same streamlined results, which means you got to have a plan of action. You can't just say, oh, I'll be fine. The problem is that, like, okay, for example, trades are good. Trades are going to be here for quite some time because you can't really replace trades that fast. I mean, you can at some point, but not that fast. And then cybersecurity. It's a concrete way you can actually escape this, because with cybersecurity, things are always under attack. You need to also maintain data centers, shit like that. So cybersecurity is a field you can get into and stay for quite some time. Although this shit with coding, data programmers, that shit is out the window, fellas. You can get coding done in a second from putting in a program. I'll never forget, I went to school for computer programming. I wanted to be a programmer, but my cousin actually worked for Microsoft for quite some time, and he left Microsoft after a while and said, I'm going to make my own company. I was like, why are you leaving? Isn't Microsoft a good company? They are, but you're always at the mercy of the company laying you off because they want to cut expenses. They want to use a different system. And that told me, okay, I don't want to be here forever. So, or you can build a brand that's a solidified brand for yourself. Use that to your advantage. But again, this is more like you having the wherewithal to say, okay, if I stay the same, I won't remain. Again, if I stay the same, I won't remain because the system itself is changing. And if you're not going to change it with the system, well, sorry, bro. This is not going to end well for you because things are happening really fast. Imagine me selling my favorite car, bro. Bro, things are happening, bro. It's like, dog, like, this is not a game. So you need to prepare for now, guys. From now. Okay. Oh, what else we have here? We have, oh, here we go. One sec, guys. Boom.
How old are you?
Is somebody in here? What the fuck? But you hear noises, bro. We'll continue.
You never ask a woman their age. I'm old enough. I'm grown.
Are you pushing 30 or past it?
Oh my God. I'm old. I'm up there. That's my friend.
What do you need from a man who you're going to take seriously?
Money.
That's all you look for?
And a clean booty hole. Money and a clean booty hole.
Loyalty. Loyalty come first.
What's this booty hole have to do with anything?
That's what she likes.
You like eating ass?
She eat ass.
Real bad.
I got a girlfriend, so I don't know about eating a nigga ass.
And when it comes down to the money, why does your man have to have it?
Because I get it.
So how much you make then?
That's none of your business. I'm a nurse, and it's none of your business.
So how much you want your man to make as a nurse?
He ain't gonna be no nurse. I don't want my man to be no nurse.
But you're the nurse. So how much do you want your man to make?
He needs to be in the streets.
Stay down till we come up.
You want a hood guy while you're in the medical field?
I want a good guy, bad guy, whatever brings the money and make me richer. That's what it is.
Disgusting, bro. Yo, can you imagine getting one of these hoes pregnant, bro? Oh my God, bro.
She belongs to the streets.
This is where I just wonder, like, society has fallen, bro. Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Sexy Red. Bro, this is like the epitome of what the black culture is, bro. And then they wonder why niggas don't want to wipe them up. Yo, bro, cooked, man. But, you know, women want what they want. They don't care what men want. And as a result, this is the ever-pending doom coming to dating itself. And this is why I'm telling you guys, like, as crazy as sex robot sound and like all this shit sounds, men are going to say, fuck this shit, bro.
How old are you?
I'm over it, bro. So, yeah, this is why I just think we gotta move smarter, man. Like, I got friends, bro. I told you guys last time. They'll work their ass off here in America and then go travel somewhere else to go date. And I don't blame them, bro. At first I used to be like, oh, come on, bro. That's too much. That's still kind of OD. But now I'm thinking, like, bro, this is actually like a real thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I actually get it, bro. So, you know, it's wild. All right, let's look at the alpha male with King Azuli or whatever. Yeah, but apparently they're attacking Wes Watson, King Azuli as well. I mean, I get it, but bro, like, see, the problem is that, like, remember that whole thing with the YouTuber that got killed? Show you guys real quick. I forgot his name. YouTuber killed. Let me see. I think they took it up. Well, yeah, this one, right? So when you attack somebody, right?
They really.
Oh, look at Flacco, man. Look at Flacco in the chat, bro. W Flacco in the chat. My boy Flacco. Can I not on YouTube? We'll go through this real quick, but basically, this guy was targeting this other YouTuber, saying like, "Oh, his content sucks," blah 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 blah. And also, some people can't handle like being roasted that much. But imagine roasting somebody every single day, right? And they're like, "All right, bet. When I see you, I see you." You might think they're playing, but that nigga was serious. But let's play this a little bit. There we go.
Sliding and killing each other now over YouTube beats. Y'all fraud, bruh. This takes Crash Dummy to a whole new level. But we can actually learn a lot from this situation and how everything played out. The two YouTubers that are involved in this very horrific situation is Finny the Legend, who you see on your left.
Well, actually, these are Flacco starters, right? I don't hear any stutter right now. So let's continue.
And Sin City Manny, who you see on your right. The dynamic or storyline between Finny and Manny ain't really that uncommon. We see this storyline and dynamic play out on YouTube time after time after time, but rarely, if ever, do we see a more horrific ending than these two provided to the world today. Sin City Manny is a YouTuber who's been on the platform for over a decade. He's amassed around 20,000 subscribers. He's not a big creator, and he's not a small creator. He actually amassed a pretty impressive and decent following. 20,000 subscribers is nothing to sneeze at. However, when you amass any type of following, what comes with it is, is people who love your content, who watch your content. There's reactors, and there's also people who don't like you or like your content. And there's a community of YouTubers who are usually incentivized to make hate videos about you and leash off your content because they see it as a quick and easy path to gain a following themselves. And we see that with almost every creator. I have a legion of YouTubers who leech onto me and make videos about me. I just see it as it comes with the territory, right? If I get this platform to exalt the Lord and make money and feed my family, then, hey, man, if that's what comes with it.
That's a good point. I'll never forget, when I came on to YouTube, all right, I made a lot of videos, of course, and I'll never forget, I posted my first big win, which is my McLaren. When I posted the McLaren 570S, yo, dude, I've never seen so much hate in my entire life, bro. Because I used to wonder, why niggas don't like show, how they're doing sometimes, right? Then it hit me. They don't want a lot of hate. So it's crazy because I know a lot of YouTubers that make hella money as well, and they have better shit than me, but they don't show it. Because the moment you show a certain type of lifestyle, you're gonna get hate. But more often than not, when you are arrogant behind it and you're cocky as hell, arrogant, what do you want to call it, with the lifestyle, niggas definitely hate your ass. So it's like, but looking back though, like, I'm glad that I did those experiences, man. I was around 27. I'm 32 now. I'm a bit older, and less is more. When you have life on lock, when you're happy, bro, when you're living life a certain type of way, you don't give a fuck anymore, bro. Like, all the haters, it's cool. Say what you want, but sometimes when you're not where you want to be, like this guy, you can take it personal, right? Imagine I respond to every single hater that hated on me. I mean, there's thousands of videos saying that fresh as a L, this and that. I'll take it personal. Like, dude, they got to eat too. I'm eating really good, but they got to eat too. Sure, make videos. But the real people know what I do and who I am and where I'm going. So to me, it doesn't matter, like, because, okay, say what you want about me. But I guarantee you wish you were in my spot. I guarantee you wish you had what I had. But you won't ever have what I have because you're a hater. And haters ever win, bro. So ultimately, man, I get the hate on YouTube. It pays bills. But look at all the big players that win in life. They're not haters, bro. They make content, they grind, they work out, they fulfill their purpose and passion, and they thrive helping people become better. When you hate on somebody, you don't have anybody but yourself. That's why you don't grow up after that. Name me a big hitter channel that's invited to big events, gets big brand deals, that has a lot going on for themselves. I don't know any. And if they are, shit, put me on, because, nigga, that shit's trash. But anyhow, I'm saying, like, in general, if you want to win at life, bro, being a hitter never pans out. And as you're going to see here, this hater learned the hard way.
I'll take it, bro, because the worst case scenario is I'll go back to working at a call center.
You know what I would do? If I saw somebody winning in life on YouTube or Instagram, I would say, damn, props to him. He put in the work. Maybe I can learn from a person what they did and apply it to my life. If I learn just a little bit, let's say I learned maybe 10% of what they did, apply it to my life, I can do better. Is it just me, or common sense tells me, okay, if I hate on somebody, there's no return on investment here. I just hate on this person. Versus if the person is invested in helping me or wants to help me, I can learn something that's maybe a small statement or answer to my question that I can tweak in my own life and win even bigger. Why not? And funny enough, I got some friends that are billionaires, right? Came from nothing, now they're billionaires. And just being around them, I learned so much. They don't show their lifestyle that much. They don't show, you know, what they got going on. They just grind. They're minimalists as well, and they always become better by learning and shutting the fuck up. They sit down in meetings. They watch. They learn. They don't act out. They comprehend, and then they learn and apply it right away. Like yesterday, we had MLD on the show, right? And he spoke about meeting Alex Hormozy. He paid him $100,000, fellas. That's right. He paid him $100K for 6 hours. Some of you say that's dumb. I call it smart. Because he spoke to him in a certain language, a certain way, that if he didn't pay the money, he never would have got that type of treatment or that information. And now he's going to make millions of dollars from that $100K he spent investing in himself and a mentor. So that's what I'm saying. Like, rather than hate, learn to control that hate. You suck it if you have to. Ask for help, bro. Because the help you get from someone that's made it is way better than having somebody that hates you. Because that right there, fellas, shows maturity, shows you understand what's happening. Unless you can hate all you want, but don't expect to win after you hate. It doesn't happen that way. The universe does not reward hate the same way. Actually, when you hate on somebody, it shows who you really are as a person, and that goes way further than you could think. Trust me. And this person found out the hard way.
Being homeless, not being able to do nothing for my family. So if having a little bit of haters is what it takes, man, to grow and have a following on YouTube, I'll take it. However, not everyone have my approach. Sin City Manny, for the most part, would really engage with the other YouTubers who were making videos about him. He would often do reactions to them, react to them, sneak diss them in real life. So he was very interactive with these people, which I think helped incentivize more people to begin making videos and hate videos about him. And eventually it became an entire army versus Sin City Manny, to be honest with you.
Somebody's got to be the bad guy around here. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your pinche finger and say, look at that fine-ass guy. And you, look at you ugly boys. And you know what? We're going to do a switch real quick. From right now, this moment, we ain't calling nobody haters no more, guys. We calling these guys promoters. Because in reality, that's what they be doing. There are promoters that get...
So this is a guy that off the other guy. So they made videos about him constantly, roasting him every single day. Which, quite frankly, I mean, bro, it's YouTube, bro. You gotta expect it, bro. You gotta have that like rhino tough skin, because if you don't have it, bro, you're gonna get cooked. So this is where like you gotta say, okay, is this worth the squeeze? Can I handle this hate? Yo, bro, like, you know, Russell says, I'm under the belief that you're still pissed off at Grant Cardone. Nah, bro. Actually, if Grant didn't do that to me back then, bro, I would not be who I am today. Because I didn't get to work for Grant Cardone. I had to actually like figure shit out on my own, and it worked out, man. So I look at it as a blessing, not the actual curse.
Get paid by other promoters, you know? We ain't gotta pay them. Other promoters pay these. So that's the way we look at it moving forward, okay?
If he remembers.
Promoters. Remember that. So, free promotion for us. Don't worry about the pay. They get paid within each other. Promoters promote each other, usually. Or come on. Promoters pay each other. Anyways.
At times when he reacted to hate,
what is he saying?
Put up a front as if it wasn't affecting him, but we all know that was far from the truth. He was deeply affected by this because he would lash out at times. See, for him, from the outside looking in, you kind of understand where the lashing out comes from. Because for most YouTuber like myself, I'm already at a certain point where you making hate videos about me only helps me, to be honest, bro. Like, I'm already established to where you make hate videos, you lie on me, bro. People come on this platform and they see the truth and they see I'm not everything you're lying on me about, and they stay around for the content. But if you are a YouTuber with only 20,000 subscribers and you're still trying to grind and make it on YouTube, and you have 1,000 different channels tearing you down, then it's kind of hard to grow. And essentially you're faced with the reality that your dream of ever being a big YouTuber or ever growing essentially would never happen. It's impossible, right? Because
yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Imagine being like on your way up, and when you have that much hate coming towards you, you feel stuck. Now, if you grind past it, you can make it out, but most people won't go past it. They'll either say, "Fuck it, bro," like I'm mad at the person talking shit about me. But if you notice, we had a big hater back in the day. Well, saw one. I've been preach. They tried to destroy us, bro, from the very beginning. They tried to take us out of here, for sure. And they tried, but we just worked extra hard. And now we're here today. So, yeah, man. I mean, listen, you can take it in two different ways. You can take it as, oh, it's the end of it. This is what it is. I'm gonna fail, or work even harder and then make it out. But imagine you got an immigrant coming over here. It's been, what, 12 years? Came here with nothing. And where we're at today. So, listen, bro, at the end of the day, hate is going to come no matter who you are. But how you handle hate is what's going to determine where you end up. So, hate is going to come no matter what. But if you handle it correctly, you'll be fine.
As a small YouTuber, you drop a video and, is masked by nothing but hatred. You don't have the audience yet to really overcome that hatred. So now essentially like your audience is haters, and those haters ain't doing anything to push your videos out. So, you essentially get stuck in a cycle where you make a video, is bombarded by nothing but hate, and you really have no fans to really combat that, It just don't work. So he was faced with that reality that, you only have 20,000 subscribers. Your hate train is just too large and too great right now at this stage for you to ever succeed. Finny was Manny's biggest adversary from Manny perspective.
So this guy that passed away, the guy that actually was doing all the hate. And listen, no matter how much hate you get, you should never go to somebody's life. That doesn't justify that at all. But you can see his motives on why he did what he did.
Perspective to making it big one day, because Finney was very open that he had no plans on stopping. As a matter of fact, he put Manny's name in his title, hoping that when people search up Sin City Manny, they would discover his channel so they can see all the hate that he has said about Manny. So Finney was really content. He was in a great position. If Manny ever grows, well, his channel will grow too, because he's a Manny hate channel. And hey, if Manny don't grow, then mission successful.
Hey, real quick. Hey, you didn't want to tell him your name, but when he go click Sin City Family, guess who's gonna come up? Shout out to the algorithms. Shout out to the algorithms. Shout out to me putting your name in the title so this would happen. That was the goal, man. Was to get big enough. And when they type your name in, Big Smile Finney come up, and I'll be smiling hard, man. And then they go click it like, dang, what's this dude smiling so hard about? Then they come in and they hear me say, man, he's a punk. He eats.
If you go to Finney's channel, you would see like almost every video was about Sin City Manny, man.
We got so many haters, man. Just like this. The entire catalog of videos is hitting on Fresh and Fit. And none of them are close to us in revenue, lifestyle, partnerships, sponsors. You think I'm worried about what hater got to say? Fuck no. But when you're still building on the way up, I get it. It's not nice, bro. It's fucked, man. It's almost like if you're grinding towards success and everyone's saying, fuck no, you're gonna stay down here. It sucks, bro, but this is the hardcore reality of being a content creator. JJink14 says, how to be successful and deal with haters. 3 years ago, Bam and Kev on YouTube touches on this topic perfectly. Oh yeah, he did talk about that. We can watch it if you guys want. That's Kevo. How to deal with haters. Yo, okay. Kevo has a lot of haters, bro. Like Kevo has way more haters than anybody I know. That nigga's hated to the max, bro. Hold on. But he's winning so hard. Like, how to deal. Yeah, I think that was a while ago. But yeah, I mean, listen, fellas. Hate is never a good thing, bro, for anybody. But yeah, this guy passed away because of it. The guy took him out. Literally took him out. So, here we go. 1 second.
Everyone, like 5-hour and 6-hour live streams, man, of people just ragdolling this dude Sin City Manny, man, going at him, exposing him, talking about his wife, his family, him. Yo, their entire mission was to make sure that Sin City Manny do not become a successful YouTuber. For a relatively small YouTuber, Finney was making a lot of money in donations and super chats for essentially running a Sin City Manny hate channel.
JC told me I better chill, and let me see what JC told me to chill about. JC say, legend, stay on Panty's butt, never give up. Laugh out loud. Shout out to JC. I don't like being on man's butts. Can I be on Julie's butt? Can I please be on Julie's butt instead of Manny's butt? But I'll read the comment how you read it, but just can I please be on Julie's butt? I have spoken. My baby girl is here. She here early, y'all. She here early from the east.
If you guys don't understand what's happening here, right? This guy is making videos about the guy, Manny. He's getting chats constantly supporting his hate about Manny. So he's incentivized to continue to the highest degree. So see how the hate is engineered and doctored and promoted by getting paid to hate? So what's he going to do? Stop hating? Of course not. He's going to keep hating more. But what happens is you become a slave to the hate. And the donations make you think, okay, well, I'm getting paid for this shit, so this is good. I'm making some money. Well, the problem is, bro, you become a one-trick pony. Now, they have turned you into a hate train where all you do is make hate content. And as a result, bro, you end up becoming fucked because, dude, hate gets you nowhere fast. You may make some money here, but, like, the big bags are not made off of hate. You need actual content that's going to be helping people either with entertainment, where it's not only hate, or it helps people financially, physically, mentally. But this is just like straight, just pure hate, bro. And listen, I'm not saying Manny's perfect. He did some fucked up shit on camera. I've seen some videos. It's not all sunshine and roses. But every video's about Manny. Come on, bro. That's OD, bro. It's OD.
East Coast. She here early from the East Coast. My baby girl Anna say, TT long and strong. Say, Finney for the win. Best stream chat. Well, hopefully you enjoying yourself, and anybody picking on Miss TT will get punished.
At the time, he had a little over 2,000 subscribers.
I'm sorry. I don't know what that nigga just said, bro. What did he just say?
And he made $150 within 18 minutes of a 6-hour live stream. As a small YouTuber, that is a lot of money. Of a 6-hour live stream. And he made $150 within 18 minutes of a 6-hour live stream.
I'm sorry. If 118 is a lot of money for 6 hours, bro, what?
As a small YouTuber, that is a lot of money. A lot of money. Because his videos don't even make that much, right? So when you're making that much money, you are incentivized to keep making these videos, keep making these hit pieces.
So I'm fast forward a little bit so you guys aren't too bored, but
whoever can out expose the other person is absolute mad. Manny would make a video giving Finney, I guess, ample time to leave that strip.
So this is where it gets spicy because now Manny makes the video saying, all right, when I see him in my city, it's a wrap.
And to go home back to Arizona, but nah.
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. I went through every casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in town. I'm dying to see him.
Yo, I kid you not, fellas. Somebody's psyche, yo, you never know if someone's having a bad day. When niggas say, oh, bro, you need to press somebody, do this and that. Bro, what if they're having a really bad day and that was the day you don't fuck with them, bro? And they end your ass, bro. That like you don't know someone's psyche, bro. This is why, like, okay, I might troll somebody a little bit, but I never go to the extent of every day trolling somebody. That's kind of OD, unless I know they can probably handle it. But this is like someone saying, okay, you want to play ball? I'll play with you, nigga. I'm gonna come find you. He's not playing.
Dying to see him. What are we doing? Field bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll be there. I'll be there.
Maybe it's because I have ultra survival instinct that when I look at that video, what I see is a man who has completely lost his mind, who is now over the edge. If you've ever been to Vegas or been to the Strip, then you would understand how insane the words of I went to every casino, I went to every hotel, huh? You walked the Strip and back?
So if you guys don't know, the Vegas Strip is long, extensive, and huge. For him to walk the entire Strip, which we can't really confirm that. Actually, no, they confirmed on camera. He did. To find one person is insane. That is, yo, bro, that's scary, bro, in itself.
Sir, whoa, look at him. If somebody tells me they went to every casino on the Strip and every hotel on the Strip, what that tells me, bro, that person really want to get his hands on me, and it's my goal to make sure I never encounter that person. They're obviously prepared for a confrontation, and I'm in a world of trouble. But Finney apparently wasn't worried, even though when you watch the rest of...
Yes, YouTube chat, gold and Bitcoin, I implore you to get it while you still can now. Guys, listen, even silver, I have some silver here as well. You guys can see, I have some silver bars here too. Like, you should have some silver, man. Silver, gold, and Bitcoin for sure, bro. That's the meta for now. Real estate is kind of in a standstill. But if you can, dude, you know, okay, so everyone that's watching here that's not having a lot of money, I understand that part. Put a little bit of money aside to buy some gold and crypto when you can every month. Just do that for now until the end of this year, beginning of next year. At some point you want to sell. The exact timing, I don't know for sure. But Charlie and Miguel will know by then, or they already know now, because this gonna be a shift in the marketplace for sure. But I'll put a little money to the side to buy some gold and Bitcoin. I'm not gonna pay to tell you this, fellas, but like this is where you want to end up. So crypto and gold, at least.
This video where he's letting Finney know he's going to get him and he's after him.
Shit, that's what I'm doing, nigga. I put a bunch of money into gold and Bitcoin. So
even you would probably say if you're out of town without a gun, you know what? Yeah, I'm not getting into a confrontation. I'm not meeting up with this dude at all.
You better believe it. You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told.
you know what I learned about talking shit about people too? I used to be with a YouTuber, right? And he's heavily into talking smack. Most people are like, oh, it don't matter, bro. Internet shit, right? But he has to be with security 24/7 when he was outside. He was paranoid. And it's more like when you're in that realm of talking shit about people, you never know when you go to your city what could happen. And people talk, oh, so-and-so's at the airport. Pull up here. You just never know. This is where like you gotta understand that like the world is not your friend, especially when you talk shit. You never know.
Oh, right? Somebody should have sent me my invite. Mr. Marquez.
All right, let's give it a little bit.
And in the future, but why mental health taking a toll? Pile on. Like Johnny Somali and others, they deserve to pile on. But just in my heart, man, I just don't want to be responsible for anybody's mental health taking a toll, you know? So I just don't. And to see this man barking, like literally like salivating at the opportunity to hurt this creator who's been making videos about him, shows that this man was truly affected by it.
You know, Liver King has actually went to jail for targeting Joe Rogan. And what's wild to me is that like, this is kind of similar. Well, somewhat. But Liver King scammed his audience, right? And what happened is when Joe Rogan and I think More Plates, More Dates called him out, he was livid because he fucked up his audience and then he got caught in a bunch of lies. He just said he was on something, steroids or whatever, but he wanted to pretend he wasn't, right? Now he's mad at Joe Rogan because he called him out, and literally, guys, like, Joe Rogan just said what it is. But because of his career, I guess, going down, or he's upset, he's like, fuck this guy, I'm coming to Texas to find Joe Rogan. But let's say you get past his security, his gate, his wall, his inner security, his guns. What are you going to do, bro? You going to hit him? Okay. You going to hurt him? Okay. Which, By the way, for you to get to Joe Rogan, bro, is impossible. You're not gonna get to him at all. He's in a fortress, bro. He's in a fucking fortress with security, bro, and guns. You're not going nowhere near him. So it's just, to me, dumb.
And he made good on his promise, because while Finney was live on the strip, like, Manny walked by, and I don't know if
Scuba Cat in the YouTube chat, you do know that, like, the elites are buying gold and Bitcoin right now, and if they're doing it, it's for a reason, brother. Obviously speaking, you're a small fry. You don't know what you're saying, bro. But this is where, when idiots have no common sense, they're like, "Oh, bro, he's just a YouTuber, nigga." I'm in the fucking rooms with these people, bro. You think I'm talking out of my ass? You think I'm gonna sell my shit just because I want to sell my shit? No, nigga, it's for a reason. I'm doing what the elites do because I know how the shit works. And if they do something like that, it's for a reason. And if you want to say, "Oh, bro, I know better than these niggas," cool. Go do your own shit, bro, and fuck off. That's what it is, bro. Like, I don't care.
Manny was trying to go unnoticed, but Finney seen Manny and he laughed a little bit, and then the confrontation happened.
Okay, so this is the part where it happens, right? This is a Vegas trip here. I believe this is in front of Bellagio or someplace close to it. I'm not sure the exact hotel, but this is where it happens. So this YouTuber right here that was talking shit about Manny constantly, and he got the money for the super chats, right?
Finney still thinks it's a joke because Manny is this super tiny guy, super angry. Finney is this laid back guy who's pretty tall. So
never underestimate your enemy. Never. You may be big, bad, tall, even in shape, but your enemy is always a threat.
He spots Manny walking by and he starts laughing. He still thinks it's a joke. He thinks Manny is harmless, but
Okay, my bad, Scoop. I thought you were saying something else.
Manny is filled with rage right now because he feels like you have been destroying the career that he worked hard to build.
So he walks past, right?
So Finney books it because Manny spotted Finney's wife. So when he spots Finney's wife,
just some backstory here. This guy Manny had past issues with his wife, and they actually had an altercation before this. So this is like part 2 of an altercation, just continuing on. Plus all the hate her husband's saying about this guy. So imagine the wife and husband are literally beefing with this guy, and now they're in his city, and he's on that type of time. So yeah.
You realize Finney is somewhere here, so then he spots Finney. So then he pulls out his gun and tries to circle back to get Finney. Now, Finney and his wife is probably thinking, Manny isn't gonna hurt the wife. He wants Finney. So the wife gets in front of Manny to prevent him from getting to Finney. Finney sees that and he tries to book it. He gets out the frame. Manny then spots Finney and begins to shoot.
Oh, man. Yo, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. This is sad.
At that point, Manny is filled with so much rage that he took anyone who got in the way. Now, currently, we know that Finney got hit and he was shot and killed. We know the wife was killed, and we know another bystander was hit. Now, that person's condition is currently unknown. There's rumors that person passed away. I haven't heard any official claims yet, but currently, we know for sure that Finney and his wife, they both passed away.
This is top tier crash out, bro. This is the top tier crash out. This is why, man, like, look, bro. I'm all for making content, getting paid, but dude, you never know someone's actual mindset. It's sad, bro, but it's very sad. Which is why, even though I get the pile with all these guys that are alpha males, bro, they're on steroids, bro, and they are not gonna be nice when they see you in person. Like, these niggas are on steroids, bro. Like, I remember I was at West Watson at dinner one time. I was like, bro, like, what are you doing? You're fucking like ripped to hell, bro. And he's like, yeah, bro, I'm on some stuff. And I was like, wait, what are you on? He's like, enough to kill me, but like, I can't stop. I'm like, what the fuck? And Wes has been nice to me, so I can't get mad at him. But just know that I can see why they rage up because, bro, they're on shit, bro. So when they get mad at you, bro, oh man, they're mad. They're really mad, bro. So that's why I'm like, dog, like some people you could talk shit about, but if they see you in person, bro, you never know.
Ted, I wish I never.
Okay, guys, we're gonna head out soon to the stream with some girls. So I'm actually gonna cut the YouTube stream on FNF and also as well on Rumble, and we'll do the locals on Fresh Prince CEO, and of course on YouTube for me. So we'll cut these real quick. We'll see you guys over there. I'll post a link as well in the chat, and also Discord as well, guys. If you don't mind, Discord is gonna be important too. I think Kumar has the link for Discord. But yeah, man. I mean, listen, fellas. At the end of the day, if you want to look at it from the standpoint of a creator, just know that it takes a lot of work and effort to make content. And if you're not gonna be supporting and talking shit, niggas get mad, bro. They get mad. So just know that's why, like, oh man, it's sad, bro. It's sad, really sad. Honestly, his wife and him are gone, bro, over some like bullshit. And I'll be honest with you guys, that channel is really small. Like that channel's not even that big. Like those channels were maybe what 13K subs. It ain't like that crazy. We're like, oh my god, but 13K. You know what I mean? Like that's the result here. I'm gonna end the stream over here. Come on over to Fresh Prince CEO. I'm gonna end it here.